I'm getting more comfortable with the track. I'm kind of liking it actually. It's pretty fun. It's good for tandem.
Super commitment going in on the transition.
Flying into the first corner, you have to stay on the throttle, transition towards a wall, and use the throttle to kind of push you away from the wall and really carry your speed through that section.
But the rest of the track is actually quite tricky, especially going into the first outer clipping zone, following that by the second outside clipping zone.
There's some stuff that could play advantage, but the way that they're having us run it, it really kind of makes it an even playing field.
So it's definitely going to be an exciting layout from the spectator side, but also from the driver's seat.
So coming into round 6 Formula Drift of Las Vegas, we knew that it was going to be a grueling event. It was going to be very high temps, and we just had to make some preparations for the car so that it would last throughout the whole event. It's pretty much a field dominated by V8s and a lot of high output horsepower cars. So just to keep up with them, we knew we had to make a lot of changes for the reliability of the motor. And one of the changes we made was we actually closed the deck of the motor to prevent it from splitting open during high boost. And we were actually pushing 120% of what the motor is capable of. So just to keep that number down a little bit and keep up with them, we added the nitrous system. We moved the radiator from a V-mount setup to a front mount setup. So the intercooler and the radiator is actually parallel to each other, sitting in front of the car. The reason why we did that was because we wanted more airflow going towards the cooling components of the engine. And that was mainly just to keep the coolant temps down. Unfortunately, what had happened was we didn't know it was going to be this bad. And E85, the fuel should actually definitely help, but we're still seeing high temps in the coolant, and we're just hoping that it'll last us through the whole event.
So I'm qualified 8th yesterday. I'm sitting in 9th overall. I just came here. I mean, the points and all that stuff's important, but ultimately it's like being stoked on yourself and how you did and knowing that you did your best. We try and just, be in a good mood and be excited for the event and, be close to each other. We're just like, yeah, let's go have a fun time. So see what happens. It's about attitude and just trying to do it.
We had quite a bit of preparation coming into this round. The car got almost completely rebuilt coming into this round, so we spent a lot of time changing out the rear subframes, all the arms, front and rear, just really getting the car functioning correctly. Now, a lot of the issue is with this track is probably one of the hottest tracks that we run throughout the year, so we got to take cooling into consideration, radiator size, the coolant that we're actually using, try to get better airflow through there. So besides getting the car actually fixed itself, we take that cooling into consideration.
The heat, obviously this is probably the coolest week we've had in the last 2 months. I think everyone's going to have to kind of just man up for the weekend and, put on the heat. The heat's been everywhere this year. We got a nice radiator and fan setup in the rear of the Miata instead of the front. And last night we were at 180 degrees all night, wouldn't go over that. So car's been super reliable, the cooling system's top notch, and we haven't had a problem all year with that. So we're feeling confident, car's gonna be strong and get us to the end. And I wanna hear my name on the loudspeaker, baby.
Be able to run. So Daigo Saito moves on to the top 16. We're obviously going to have a break in the action here, round 6 of 7 in the Formula Drift Pro Championship here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Coming into Vegas, I'm sitting third in points, only 15 points away from first, so definitely within striking distance. My mindset coming into this event is to recapture that first place position for the season. I want to go into Irwindale with the best chance of getting this championship, and that means doing well here today. Well, preparing for Vegas, obviously this is a lot hotter venue than some of our other ones. Some of the things we do, we add the little Mickey Mouse ears on top of the car, go through the cooling system and everything. We have fuel cooler, try to keep that stacked with ice. Just stay on top of everything, make sure everything's working properly with the cooling system. For me, I'm pretty much just the ice man. I don't really need a cool suit or anything like that, so it gets hot, but I just try to stay cool and do my thing out here.
Well, really my goal every time we come out to a Formula Drift event is to get on the podium. Came really close in Atlanta with a 4th place, and we're that close to it. Been close a couple times, but we really want to get on the podium and get one of those trophies. We do all the work at our shop at GSR Autosport, so it's a lot of hours at the shop to try to get everything together before every event. Well, we're actually making about 700 horsepower now with the Garrett turbocharger, high compression motor with the CP pistons, Curlo rods. It is a very different car to drive than a V8 car. Throttle response is not as instant and torque doesn't come on as quickly. So it's more of a challenge to drive this car, but I really enjoy it. And really I feel like if we can take out all the top V8 cars that have 800, 900 horsepower with this car, we're doing great.